Howdy YouTube, a really cool figure review for you today, and that's because we're taking a look at the McFarlane toys from Spawn Cy-Gor 2. Honestly, a ridiculously cool looking figure, one I picked up from my local comic book shop of all things. The Spawn figures are actually fantastic. They've released some really good ones. The Spawn comics, certainly a series I've read a fair bit of. For me, the golden era of Spawn is really issues 1 to, say, 50. That's the peak, the prime of Spawn. A lot of the more recent stuff, if I'm honest, I haven't been a particularly big fan of. One of the characters that actually was in the Spawn video game, and then because of the video game appearance, was then translated into the comics, and that was, of course, Cy-Gor. A really cool concept, a demonic half giant gorilla, half mecha, anti-Spawn destroying monster thing. Again, a really nice concept, a really great looking figure. I love the packaging on this thing. Hopefully you guys can see, looking inside, there's some nice artwork at the back there. Looks like the character has come straight off the comic book page. Then you've got this really cool Spawn logo artwork with the chain and everything like that. I'm not sure what that is there, but I think it's supposed to be Spawn, but it looks a little bit off. Then on the top of the packaging, you've got Cy-Gor written on the top there. Chest cavity opens to reveal Cyber Chimp. That's going to be an interesting experience. Taking a look at the side, check out the artwork on that. I'll bring it forward so you guys can see. That looks epic, to be honest with you. That's really the only way to describe it. Spawn battling a giant gorilla with a robotic Winter Soldier-like arm. I love it. Taking a look at the back of the packaging. Mind you, this is huge. There's my hand. This actual figure is ridiculously big. Other figures we've got in the set, we've got the Movie Maniacs line, which was a good set. We've got Dark Ages Spawn, which looks fantastic. Got some Kiss figures, which I'm not particularly interested in. We've got the Greach. I'd like to see that figure, to be honest. That actually looks quite cool. We've got Bottom Line, Top Gun. They all look fantastic. Spawn 4. Interesting. Reanimated Spawn. And then, of course, the special edition Cy-Gor 2. I'm really interested to get my hands on a few of the other Spawn figures. I have got some, but not all. And they really are something cool, to be honest with you. Like, the designs of the monsters and the demons and things that he fights are brilliant. I have to give McFarlane big credits with that. They do a really good job with at least the early Spawns. The early ones were fantastic. So let's get this giant behemoth of a figure opened up and out of packaging. Again, I normally don't do this, but I just wanted to show you guys the inside of the packaging so you can see how detailed and how awesome this actually is. Obviously, we've got Spawn there at the top, but then you've got Cy-Gor here with some accessories and everything. But just the diorama display of the back looks excellent. It's almost worth keeping and displaying like this. It really does look good. Okay, and here we've got Cy-Gor 2 opened up and out of packaging. Of course, being Cy-Gor 2, there was a previous version, previous model, which I haven't encountered, if I'm honest. I can't remember him in the comics or not. I mainly just remember this guy as the boss battle from the Spawn video game, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was actually a fantastic game. And he looks pretty accurate to how he did in the game. Certainly, visually, a really cool looking figure, very impressive. I'd love to have known the thought process behind the creating of this figure. We need Spawn to fight some kind of monster. He's defeated every demon we've got. What else can we get? Well, how about he fights King Kong? Nah, King Kong's not good enough. How about he fights Mechagodzilla? Nah, still not good enough. How about we combine King Kong and Mechagodzilla? That's brilliant, and away we go. It's that sort of stuff, that craziness that you only get in the 1990s. Look at the detail on this thing. It is crazy. Hopefully you can see on camera just the attention to detail with things like the hair, the gorilla hair and everything is fantastic. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. The face looks excellent. Look at that. That's really nice. Moving around too, hopefully you guys can see all the cybernetic enhancements and so forth. Nice detail on the arm. I mean, I have to give McFarlane credit. They did a great job with this. What's really cool too is I actually picked it up for a fantastic price. This only cost me 20 bucks, which for what it is a ridiculously good deal. Lots of nice detail there on the sides, the metallic finish on everything. Visually, it's just a very cool looking figure. That's probably what I like most about it. Articulation is a little bit limited being a 90s figure. It does have a swivel head. He's got, it's like a swivel arm, but it's almost like a ball joint. Same applies on the other side. No elbow articulation, which would have been very easy to do and would have really added to the figure. No wrist articulation either, which is, oh no, there is wrist articulation we get. That's kind of cool. Moving down, the legs are on a swivel, and that's all you're going to get. So not a lot of movement. The good thing is this guy is posed in a really cool way that it doesn't bother me as much as what it would say another type of figure. But really nice. He's having a little bit of trouble standing. But other than that, really cool. Very happy. Now, it's a well-known fact that most demonic monsters would not be complete without some sort of accessory. And this guy comes with a really cool one, and that is a removable chest cavity. Look at that. That's ridiculous. And in there, you can hide this appropriately scaled Cyber Chimp. Look at that. Look at him. I'll try and zoom in so you guys can see. I'm actually ridiculously impressed for a 90s figure, the level of detail that this has. Really cool accessories as well. I'm not sure how much it was when it came out, but for 15 bucks, 20 bucks, it's a steal, to be honest. It's really is good value. Looking forward to displaying this guy. Like, check out the detail inside, even on the back here, the wiring and everything. You just don't get toys made like this anymore that have the same level of detail. And it's really nice to see. Well done, Spawn. Well done, McFarlane. They absolutely nailed that. So you can slot in the Cyber Chimp in there, I guess. And then this chest plate here basically should, if I get it the right way, that would probably help. Slot in. There you go. And it's on. Pretty easy to remove and take off. And a very cool looking figure. The final accessory it comes with is this really cool looking cybernetic claw. I have no clue where it goes or what it's supposed to do. You can slot it onto one of his fingers, I suppose, and you give him like this giant cybernetic hand, but I'm not sure if that's the correct place to put it. Overall, a ridiculously cool looking figure. Like, look at the detail that they've put onto this arm. If you're a fan of Spawn, must have. Even if you're not a fan of Spawn, this is one of the coolest collectible figures I've ever come across. I'm a really big fan of this. The backstory behind this character in the comic books is really nice as well. I think he's around issue 36, 37, 38, somewhere around there, late 30s, early 40s, where he's first mentioned, and the backstory behind him. It's really cool, well worth reading, and definitely a figure well worth picking up. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on the Spawn Cy-Gor 2.